Welcome to Enjoy the Journey. And we're going to be talking about why do haters hate? And I know haters hate for a lot of reasons, don't they, babe?
They sure do. Why do they hate? Why do they hate so much though?
Well, I don't know. A lot of times it's a lot of things that goes on in people's lives and has something to deal with their personality. And I believe that plays a big part on haters hating. But the thing is, my main reason that I believe the reason why haters hate is because of the simple fact that they're lack of confidence. Because a lot of times when a person has a lack of confidence and they're not willing to step outside the box and do the things that they need to do in order to provide a different lifestyle or provide a different source of income, and then you step up and you step outside the box, right, and you have that courage and that willpower, mm-hmm, to do those things. Now they hate on you because of the simple fact that they was not man enough or woman enough to get uncomfortable to do what you did. So therefore they're hating on you because they didn't have the confidence to do it. Their lack of confidence caused them to hate on you. And what are some other reasons, baby?
I really believe that why the haters hate, because of their jealousy. It's just straight jealousy. There's no other way to describe it. It's jealousy. They want to be where you're at, and that's okay. But you would rather for them to be your friend than your enemy. But don't you think so, honey?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because a lot of times, people hate because they envy. When a person envies you for what you are or who you are or what you're doing, because they're not, like I said before, because they're not man enough to step up to the plate and make it happen. And now they envy you. So today here on this Enjoy the Journey, we're going to break down some reasons as to why haters hate and try to digest this thing and figure out, what is the biggest reason why haters hate. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
basically, my thing is that hate, like we said, jealousy is the reason why. It's just envy or what all those things. So what can you do? What can you do to stop the haters from hate? Or what can you do to help you to kind of bypass that little part of their journey? You just keep pushing on. Don't allow the haters to do what, babe? What allow?
Get inside your head.
Don't allow them to rent space in your head, because they're not paying the rent. They're not going to pay the rent. When you allow them, if you allow them what they're doing to keep agitating you, to making you upset, to making you sad, and doing these type of things, you know what's going to happen? They're renting space in your head, and you know what? They're not paying the rent. You are.
And absolutely. And a lot of times, you have to have the right type of mindset when it comes to haters, because you're going to have haters no matter what you do. Right. If you do good, you're going to have haters. If you do bad, you're going to have haters. You're just going to have haters, I mean, in the words of Bishop Leonard, God rest his soul, but he said people are a trip. And that's the reason why, the number one reason why people hate, because people are a trip. People don't want to, they applaud in your face, mm-hmm, about you getting ahead, but deep down inside, they're really a hater. They really don't want to see you get ahead, but they put on this face and this fake face when they're around you, but as soon as you turn your back, they talk about you like a dog, and they hate on you, and they say, well, Greg thinks he's so much, Greg thinks he's going to, make an impact and do all this and do all that. And they just go on and down the list, and they want to, pull out your dirty laundry and talk about, well, I remember when Greg was this, Greg was that. But the thing is about it, I don't let that bother me, because I realize that everybody in life has a past. Right. But my past does not determine my destination, mm-hmm, of my future. So that's the reason why when haters hate on me, I tell them thank you.
Yeah, tell them thank you. Because my thing is that let your success speak for you. Let your success be your motivator, because that's what's gonna remove the haters from your consciousness, because the simple fact that they're like I said, they're sitting on your shoulders or in your head, the stuff that they done said. I have had it all my life. Everybody does. But remember, you got to remember one thing. We are one people. Maybe that's just a segment of another. Don't look at that person as another individual. Just say, you know what? Maybe that's a different way of them behaving. You know what I'm saying? That's just their way of behaving. Maybe that's just love them where they at. They doing their purpose. Their purpose is to hate in order for you to motivate. Their purpose is to hate in order for you to be motivated, to get ahead and be successful. The more successful you are, the more the voices are quieter in your head.
And also, let your haters be your next celebration.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that, all those people that are hating on you, you sit back and you enjoy this journey with us. Mm-hmm. And you just let your haters be your next celebration. And what I mean by that, when you let your haters be your next celebration, we all know that they're hating on you. We all know that they want to see you fail. But let that be that torch that lights that fire up under you, mm-hmm. that gives you that drive to succeed, because you know that your haters want you to fail. Mm-hmm. Because anytime in life, when you prove your haters wrong, right, then they start to celebrate. Right. And what I mean by that, they start to celebrate because they know that there's nothing that you can do or say that's going to stop you, mm-hmm. nothing that they can do or say that's going to stop you from moving on to your next destination in life. So that's why I say let your haters be your celebration to your next destination in life. Because if you allow haters to occupy space inside of your head that they have not paid for, then they have control over you. You never want to let no one have control over you. You always want to be able to control your thoughts, your thinking pattern process. You don't never want to let someone hate on you so much to where you get angry with them and then you want to stoop down to their level. You always got to be higher than they are. So you got to stay a step ahead of your haters. You know, you can't let them hate. You can't let them hate and get to you. Congratulate them for hating. Say, thank you for hating on me. Just because of you, I was able to achieve this goal that you said I couldn't achieve. Or just because of you, I was able to face my fears head on because you told me I couldn't. Or just because of you, you motivated me to go out there and write that book because you told me I couldn't be a best-selling author. Mm-hmm. So let your haters be your motivation, right, to your next destination. You want to go ahead with that?
Yeah, of course I do. Now listen, let me tell you, you have a goal. You have a purpose. You have desires and dreams that you are supposed to accomplish. And you know what? You are going to accomplish the hopes and dreams. You know why? Because you are determined to. No matter, you know what, if it's in your heart to do certain things, and you know what? And those certain things are the desires of your heart. Don't let no hater stop you. Because my thing is that, like I said, if it's destined for you, as part of your purpose, you're going to change so many lives. You know, it was so hard for us to start what we're doing right now, enjoy the journey, because of the simple fact that we was at first we were comparing that. Well, can we do that? Can we do that?
You know, we didn't feel like we had what it takes.
Yeah.
To you know, because we wasn't a Les Brown or we wasn't a Joe Osteen or we wasn't a Queffo Dollar. But we realized that if we didn't start somewhere, then our message would never get across. So that's why we're saying to you this morning, this afternoon, excuse me. But that's why we're saying to you is don't worry about your haters. Let your haters hate, because they will be congratulating you later. You know, no matter what you go through in life, don't allow another person to stop you from moving on to your next destination in life, because life is a journey. We're all out here on this journey of this thing called life. And we all have different ways that we want to go. And we all have different views and different decisions, mm-hmm, and different ideas and, mm-hmm, different goals. So that's why we cannot allow someone's opinion to stop us from moving forward to our destination by them hating on us, by them saying things bad about us, by them talking about us behind our back. You know, we have to just keep moving forward. And the more we move forward, then the more process that we make along the way. Go ahead,
Right. Exactly. Like I was telling my little 6-year-old, he had trouble at school and so on and so forth. And and I told him, I said, people's opinion of you does not define who you are. Once again, I got that from Les Brown. People's opinion of you does not define who you are. You know who you are. You know where you're supposed to go. You know your success level, where you're supposed to be at, what you dream about, and everything. You know that. You know what? And as Martin Luther King said, I think the first step, that's 1,000 miles, something about 1,000 miles. It takes one step to 1,000 miles to your destiny, to your future. I messed that quote up, but that's okay. It does, because I remember I'm from Michigan. Actually, I'm from Muskegon, Michigan. And, I used to always dream. I used to go to the beaches, at beautiful beaches in Muskegon, Michigan. And so I used to go to the beach. I used to always dream, I'm going to fly around the world. I'm going to do this. I'm going to travel. I'm going to do all kinds of stuff. And, people would say, why you want to travel all over the world? You ain't going nowhere, Steve. You ain't doing nothing. You might as well just be right here. Come over here to the club. Come out to the Elks and let's get that drink, girl. No. Even though it was in love, I knew that was part of my destiny. I knew that was part of my purpose. And yes, I have traveled to all of the countries. I have traveled around the world because I was determined to get out of that town, which I love it. I love it. But where you grow up is maybe not is where you need to stay. But I love it. The food, the culture, the beach. But it was time for me I grew up from it, so I can always go visit. So my thing is that I had to grow up. I had to move forward. I had to move forward in my destiny, in my purpose. And I didn't listen to the naysayers, because my naysayers was going to want me to keep like crabs in a bucket, want me to keep me down with them. It was in love, but I needed to move. I needed to make that move quick, and I did.
And like I say, and me, I'm just the opposite. I'm just a good old country boy from the great old state of Arkansas, born in a little bitty small town called Camden, Arkansas. They call it the Queen City. Mm-hmm. And, basically me growing up was humble beginnings. I grew up on a farm. I raised cows, I raised chickens, I cut grass, I raised a garden, I picked peas, I picked greens, I picked tomatoes, and all those different things. But that gave me a sense of humble beginnings. Right. So by me having those humble beginnings growing up, I allowed myself to believe in myself more, because I didn't worry about what my haters were saying, what I could not accomplish. Mm-hmm. I seen my vision as much, much more bigger than the words that was coming out of my haters' mouth. Right. And what I mean by that is that I looked at the bigger picture. I didn't look at what they were saying and allow them to stop me from moving forward. I looked at as what they were saying, that I had already overcome every word that they were saying that I was not going to accomplish. I had already accomplished it. So I use a thing called my subconscious mind in order to create a picture of virtual reality through visualization, to believe that I had already accomplished what my haters told me I couldn't accomplish. Right. And when you can tap into your virtual reality here on earth and see a much bigger picture right inside of your head than what you're living, mm-hmm. Now you're on your way to a destination unknown, because now you believe that you have everything that you always wanted. You believe that you're a successful business person. You believe that you have more money than you can spend. Mm-hmm. You believe that you have this mansion that you're living in. You believe that you have the dream cars and all that. So anything you want to add to that, baby? Yeah,
I was thinking to myself that, we decided, even though people were hating on us, and you know what? And we love every single one of them. That's what you got to do. You have, when you are combated with hate, you need to send out the vibration of love, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to be in their face like, oh, I love you. But you know what? In your substance, you know what? I love you anyway, no matter what. Because my thing is that that creates peace in your mind, and they're not able to rent space in your head. Like, you know, like I said, there's another time that, you know, we had someone living with us, gave them a job, a place to stay, and I ended up on my head because of the simple fact that I ended up losing my job because of them. Because it was time for them to go. It was just too much. It was too much at our home. And I had I allowed them to rent space in my head after that. But once I release and let them go and love them for what they are, you know what? I realized what they meant for evil caused me good, because of simple fact, I end up in another situation,
absolutely,
with a better paying job. You know what I'm saying? And I've traveled the world. I was able to meet people from all over the world, make great relationships. You know, so I said, you know what? Thank you, hater, because you were my motivator. You know, so you have to do that, and it's hard. It's hard to do, honey, but you can do it. You really can do it, beloved. I know you can.
And the thing is, you know, sometimes, like I said, that was just envy hate right there. Mm-hmm. That was a person that smiled in our face, act like they was happy for us getting ahead, act like they was happy for us moving forward, but deep down they were plotting deep down inside of them, how can I mess this up?
Right.
What can I do to mess this up? Right. So that's what you call a silent hater. A silent hater is someone that they hate on you in your face, and then they're always in behind your back creating a silent plan to destroy you. Right. You have to watch out for them, because the one you can't really detect those silent haters, because when a silent hater comes into your life, they'll act like they're so happy for you. And they'll act like they're so happy and so blessed and so pleased that you're changing your life, that you're making a difference, that you're helping people. But deep down inside, they're a silent hater. They're thinking about ways, what can I do to mess this up? They just came too far. They you know, somebody that came from a little bitty small town like Camden, Arkansas, he's not supposed to grow that big. He's not supposed to be that big. He's not supposed to be known like that. Right. So now they set back and they plot to be able to destroy you with a silent hating. Right. They smile in your face, but deep down they're plotting behind your back. They're figuring out, just like the situation when my wife lost her job. Now, this particular person, we thought that it was somebody that we could trust. Right. But the thing is, they played a good role. They was that silent hater. They played a good role. They played the role of like they were so happy for us. Yes. They played the role like they were so happy when my wife got them a job, and they played the role like they were just out to do the right thing. But deep down, they were plotting against us, and we didn't even know it. And that's okay, because it gave us a chance to grow. You know what I'm saying? And life, like we said, life is a journey from the beginning to the end. We always learn. So I was like, thank you for helping me learn to love when I didn't want to love. And you know, and my thing is, another thing too is that when we decide to love, that's when we got even more motivation. We got more motivation. You know, even though, I was crying out, why did this happen to me? I don't know why. You know, and then I got up, I dust my knees off from crying, and and wiped my face, and I moved forward. We moved forward. Absolutely. And that's what you have to do. You can't allow a hater situation to stop your next destination of where you're going. You know, you have to dust yourself off. So what? You took a loss. We all take losses in life. That's just life. You know, the life is not meant to be peaches and creams. It's meant to be, sometimes you get served lemonade. Right. That's just the way life goes. Right. You know, you just cannot have the peaches and cream life and live the life of the picket fence. You know, like they tell you growing up, your dreams. You know, but that's all a myth. Right. You know, that's life is what you make out of it. Exactly. But if you allow your haters to stop you from making your life the life that you deserve to live, based upon how they hate on you, how they stop you, how they slow you down. You know, just keep moving forward.
Yes.
Always have the confidence when somebody knocks you down. Excuse me. When somebody knocks you down, to have the confidence to say, if you can look up, you can get up.
That's right.
That's what my great mentor, Les Brown, said.
If you can look
and
up,
if you fall forward. Because when you fall forward, you know which direction you fell.
Right.
If you fall backwards, you know you fell backwards, but you don't know the reason why.
Right.
But if you fall forward, you know the reason why you fell forward. You know exactly what the details are. You know exactly what you need to do different the next time.
Exactly.
So don't allow your haters to hate on you to stop you from moving forward to the next destination. And don't never allow your haters to stop you from making any decision in life that can be good for you and your family.
Yes.
Because a lot of times we allow what other people say and they talk us out of great opportunities because we believe in what they say and we never research it for ourselves. Got anything you want to add, babe?
Okay, so anyhow, this is what I want you guys to do. It is a call to action. I'm going to ask you to do this. So anyhow, what I want you to do, I want you to check out that video that's right there at the end. And then we have another video at the top. And you know what? Check out our other pages because we have two different separate pages. Greg has Greg Young and I have Shatita the Fly Girl, the Rainbow Goddess. Yes. Anyhow, and then also check out our website, Enjoy the Journey. We are looking for our tribe so we can grow together. We can grow together. Enjoy the journey.org. That's NJOY.org. And then my thing is that go ahead and look at that website. Is that we got a free gift on there for you. Go ahead and collect that free gift. You know what? And come and enjoy the journey with us. You have any ideas that you would like for us to talk about? Let us know. Type it in the chat. Let us know. We are looking for, don't forget to subscribe because we're kind of new to YouTube. So we kind of get all the kinks out right about now.
Oh yeah. We're working with it.
Yeah, we're working with it. So enjoy the journey with us. Join us, and we, you know what? We love you.
Yes, we love you. We have so much love for you. And like my wife said, do those things, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And check out our website, enjoythejourney.org. Don't forget to get your free gift. And I just want to say thank you all for tuning in to Enjoy the Journey. And God loves you, and so do I. And have a blessed day. And goodbye.
Goodbye. Smooches.
So